In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women make it sound easy. Take it Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning. Yeah, how I hit that note. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing this amazing morning? We have a beautiful sunshiny day today. Yes, I am loving the sunshine today. All right, so everybody, welcome to Coffee with Nikkie. I am your host, Miss Nikkie, and this is your daily cup of information and inspiration. So today we are going to have a conversation, and it's going to be an interactive conversation. So make sure that y'all get your little fingers ready so that y'all can respond back to me, because I'm going to ask you some questions, but y'all know me because I already know that you're probably at work listening and that you can't really type in, or maybe driving on your way to work or whatever, can't really type back. So I'm gonna make it very short and sweet, but I just want you to know that I will be asking you questions. So I want you to engage with me, y'all. Engage with me. So we were speaking about goals, and if you feel like your goals have shifted, or do you feel like the energy is shifted and things like that. And I know I was speaking on for myself, and I said that my energy has shifted. I don't think my energy has shifted. I think my mind and my goals have shifted into where I'm going to focus on more so now. And this may shift again, you know what I'm saying? But as of right now, I am focused more so on the digital aspect of things. And I'm going to say this because I've been teaching you all and encouraging you all to use AI so it can help you in your business, to help you grow your business, and, just use it not as a replacement, but as a tool, right? To help you to be more efficient, to help you to be more productive. And that's what I've been telling you about AI for how long, right? For like forever. Okay. And so we're going to be talking about that. And that's why my goals have shifted a little bit, because I want to focus more so on that, because life has always been bringing me back to the teaching aspect. I told y'all too, my mama told me I was a teacher since I don't know. She's been telling me I need to be a teacher. You need to be a teacher. You need to be a teacher. And I'm like, I don't want to be a teacher. And it could be me just being a rebel, because I'm a rebel. No, it could just be me. And just me saying I don't want to do what you're saying. I want to go my own path. Let me find my own path. But my mom is like my son, and they both have this, like, what is it? A sixth sense, that magic thing. My mom has that too. And so she's been telling me all my life that that's what I was supposed to be. And I am now in this stage of my life. I'm seeing it. And it just keeps coming back around to me, So I say all of that to say I'm going to be doing more in the teaching, in the digital space. I'm still doing everything that I'm doing, but I'm going to be really more focused on a digital space and helping entrepreneurs use it in a capacity that I think that is beneficial to them, right? Because I see everybody using it for every other thing, right? But I think I have a unique lane, because not only do I have a unique lane, but I have perspective from my experience. You know what I'm saying? I see people out here teaching branding, well, not branding. They're showing you how to use AI with their for branding and stuff like that, but they don't come from the same background. You know what I'm saying? Like they have a business background, but not in product making, not in, trying and I guess you could say connecting with your customers will still be the same, but it's different when you have a product that somebody's got to put on their body or whatever, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to come from that perspective, and I'm going to come hot and heavy and do what I have to do so I can make sure that I create my own lane for this, because I think and I could be wrong, but I'm gonna say I'm not. But since I have that unique perspective, I can help you as well see it, right? Because I've been making products for what, over 10 plus years. Matter of fact, I'm on my 15 year this year, right? I've been doing this for 15 years. I kind of has some kind of skin in the game. You know what I'm saying? So um that's what I'm going to use, and I've been talking about it, and I want you all to be doing the same thing. I want you to use it in your business, and that's how, like I said, I'm becoming hot and heavy because that's what I want. Errands, got all my stuff, and then I found my olives, y'all. Uh, ShopRite. I don't know if everybody has a ShopRite. I know that we do in the tri-state area. ShopRite has these olives that have they're like, I think they're in oil. No, I know they're in oil. They're in oil, and they have like cloves of garlic in there. Oh my goodness, they taste so good. You could just eat the garlic right out of the container, and it doesn't burn. You know, like if you chew real garlic, it tastes like it burns. Because when you get sick, when my kids get sick, because they call me the witch doctor, when they get sick, I make them chew a clove of garlic, right? And it always burns, so I always stick it in an olive and I give it to them. But these olives, oh my god, they're so delicious. So I found those in my shop, right? I say all of that to say I found them in my shop, right? And my jump rope finally got here, y'all. My jump rope is here, so I'm probably gonna have to do like 1,000 jumps because it took forever to get here. And I actually was in Walmart yesterday, and I was like, I should just grab one right here. But when I got home, it was in the mailbox. So then there's that. That's that Amazon up here on this mountain, girl. Listen, let me tell you, this Amazon is a little crazy, but it's all right. So today we're going to be talking about success leaves clues, y'all. I was listening to this lady. Her name is Sheila, and she's on TikTok, and she was on early enough for me to catch some of what she was saying. And she was telling people how to sell on Etsy, and just selling and showing up for yourself in a certain way. And I said, you know what? I think I need to talk about that today, because I was going to keep on, we were going to stay in the goals, but I was like, you know what? Let me get into here, because remember, I've been telling you all to look in the comments, because the comments are golden. The comment section of your air quote competitors, or the comment the reviews on their website of your competitors or who you admire, those things in there are golden for you to create content, for you to have unique speaking points, for you to be speaking to pain points you didn't know customers had. And that way you could connect with your audience. And so she was talking about that today. And I was like, you know what? I think I want to go in that direction today. So I switched everything up. And that is what we are going to be doing for today. We're going to be talking about looking, or have you even looked at your competitors' comments or reviews? Are you looking at what they're doing? Not so much to copy what they're doing, but so that you can see what is working and what is not working. And so that you can use that as, I don't want to say leverage, because it's not like using it for leverage, but you're using it so you can have your own perspective of how to come at your business. You know what I'm saying? Or how to come at your customers, because now you see, okay, well, the people over there are talking about A, B, and C. So I need to give A, B, and C, or I need to say we don't do A, B, and C, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you just have, because we get stuck in our head with our content. Here I go. I know I go all over the place, but remember, I'm gonna bring you back. We go all we get stuck in our head with our content, and then when we do that, we don't know what to create. We don't know what we want it to look like, because once we decide that we're stuck, there's nothing that's happening. There's no way that an idea is going to come up. There's no way that you have that freedom or creativity, because you already said, I'm stuck, I'm blocked, I can't think, I can't. And so since you told your brain you can, guess what? Your brain gonna confirm that you can't, and you won't, right? And so yes, we're gonna start paying attention to what's in the comments, because am I frozen? I think I'm frozen. Oh my goodness. Y'all. If y'all can hear me, put ones in the chat. If y'all can hear me, put ones in the chat. I could not I couldn't see the comments. I was frozen at 4:11 and I didn't know what was going on. So I thought since nothing was moving, I thought it was me. And I didn't know that y'all could still hear me. But we are back and I'm just gonna pick up where we left off. So I didn't lose anything. Okay. Okay, so if y'all could still hear me, then we didn't lose anything up until the time I said that I was frozen, right? Everything was good, or do we need to start all over again? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Oh my goodness. I was like, why am I stuck at 4:11? The timer usually it moves every second and it wasn't moving. I was like, I'm stuck. I don't see the comments. The comments aren't moving. It was insanity. It was insanity. But we are here. We are back. And so if we can just start where we left off, then that's where I'm going to pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. All right, so let me check and see who's in the building, and we can get into this good old conversation. Remember, I need your hands to be moving. I need y'all to type back to me, and I need y'all, before I even get into the comments, I want y'all to think about who your competitor is, so when I ask the question, y'all not stuck, right? Who is your competitor currently, right? Who's your competitor? Who you admire? What do you admire about them? I want you to think about that for a second. So when I do come back and ask that question, y'all are ready. Okay. Remember, today is going to be, it's not going to be too many interactive things. And I was even thinking too, maybe we can go to your competitor and I can share my screen, go to your competitors and see what the reviews are saying or see what their Instagram is saying and see what the people are saying in the comments so that you could come out and create content with that. And I was even thinking, I was like, oh, you know what I should do? Tie AI into it, because y'all already know. Tie AI into it and do Chat GPT and ask, hey, this is what's going on with my competitors. These are the things that people are saying. These are the things that they're missing. How can I come up with a unique perspective on on creating content, and give me 5 pieces of content. Ooh, that's good, y'all. Give me 5 pieces of content that I can create around that so that I can make sure that I connect to my customers, or my brand can connect to my customers. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But we'll see when we get there. But again, remember, what are you doing? Tell me who your competitor is. And I don't want you to say something that's far-fetched. I want you to say somebody who is selling something similar to what you have. Because if you're telling me something that somebody don't have, and it's just a company that you admire and they sell perfume and you sell tumblers, it's not going to help us, right? We need somebody we need somebody who is in the same lane so that you can see what questions are arriving. The questions that somebody has about perfume is definitely not going to be the same questions about somebody who's getting a personalized tumbler. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be the same thing. So you can look at them for other reasons, but as for today's little today's observation, we're not gonna do that. Okay, so let me check and see who's in the building. Y'all make sure if y'all see somebody who is not here that is usually here, make sure y'all go on ahead and tag them, and make sure you tag somebody anyway, because we're trying to grow. Okay, so make sure y'all tag somebody and tell them, get in here, get in here, get in here. All right, we got cousin sent me a message, and she was like, we heard you fine. I was like, oh my God, nobody can hear me. You know me, going down a whole rabbit hole in emotion. Okay. So yes, thank you so much, cousin. Cousin said, Grand Rising, my hearts, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. We got Big Meech in the building. Big Meech said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Big Meech. And you know, she already said, please hit the like button. And what we do with that, we do this.
Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button.
Good morning, Melly Mel. Melly Mel is in the building. Melly Mel said, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Christina. Christina's in the building. Hey. Here we go. Hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button. Hey. Good morning, Melissa. Melissa said, good morning, everyone. I'm blessed. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. How are you doing this amazing morning? You better thank a union member. Tell them they better what? You better thank a union member. Yes, indeed. Good morning, Sheila from VA. Sheila said, it's Thankful Thursday. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. Yes, yes, and yes. I love that. Oh, Miss Sheila from VA, did you I need you to DM me what you said yesterday. I didn't even write it down. I didn't save anything. I need that quote if you remember it from yesterday. Lakeisha's in the building. She said, good morning, everyone. I am truly blessed. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Betty Rose. Betty Rose is in the building. She said, good morning, good morning. Let me add the other one in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Vasey. Vasey's in the building. Vasey said, happy Thursday. Yes, happy Thursday. Good morning, Miss Millionaire. Hey, I'm touching in the green. Millionaire. A millionaire status, a billionaire status, trillionaire status. Girl, I'm a whole hot mess. Good morning, Miss Anita. Miss Anita. Miss Anita. Miss Anita. Oh, Miss Anita. Miss Anita. Hey, Miss Anita. Miss Anita. Good morning, Miss Anita. Good morning, Alicia. Alicia is in the building. Alicia said, good morning. Good morning, Alicia. Remember, Chicagoland, y'all. If you are in Chicago, make sure y'all check out her shop. Alicia, please put your address for your shop in the comments, please. And if it doesn't show up, you can give it to Michi or Latrice and put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. All right. Good morning, Miss Kim. Miss Kim's in the building. She said, good morning, lovelies. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Madam Me is in the building. She said, hey, y'all. Hey, good morning, Tony. How are you doing this amazing morning? We got Kay, the manager, and she said, good morning and happy Thankful Thursday, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Tony says research and development. Let's get it. Good morning, Damien. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Damien said, good morning, creative spirits. Hey, let's get it. Miss Anita's already at 500, child. I'm going to have to, not child, you, Miss Anita, but I'm talking about period. I'm going to have to do like 100 in the morning, 100, a half an hour later. Like, I'm going to have to split mine up. Because I don't even know if I could do 100. Let me tell you something. It took me 2 weeks to get a minute jumping jack, okay? It took 2 weeks for me to get it to go all the way through. Okay, try doing a minute jumping jacks with just straight through. I'm like, I could not do a minute. I thought to myself, I could do it. I could do it. I could do it. Let me tell you, it was hard. I could not get a minute of jumping jacks. So let me tell you, I think may have a problem getting this. Let me turn this thing off because it's gonna make noise. Getting these 500 in, and it's gonna have to be in the cooler part of the day. So it's gonna have to be now after I get off of here, or it's gonna have to be about like 6 o'clock at night. Because yesterday when I went outside, it was hot. It was hot, and not Houston hot, because Houston is too hot. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm one of Senya's marketing. In one of Senya's marketing ebooks, first thing she said was to look at your competitors' reviews to see what their customers are saying about their products, positive and negative, period. Because why success leaves clues. That is what today's conversation is going to be about. Success leaves clues. Okay. What is going on here? Okay. I was getting stuck again. Oh, okay. So we can hear me. Good morning, Yolanda. Yolanda's in the building. She said, hello, family. Thank you. All right, so we got it. Good morning, Yazzie Faye. Good morning. Y'all better thank her. You remember? Good morning, Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy's in the building. She said, good morning, everyone. Be thankful today and keep pushing. Hey, let's get it. Start jumping from the beginning. 100 today. Okay. Listen, Miss Anita, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I promise I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. All right. So like I said, I was listening to this lady named Sheila. She was telling us, she was telling her problem, whatever. She was telling us about looking at your competitors. Now she designs too, right? And so she's like, all of that is cute, but you don't want to just be designing a bunch of stuff that nobody wants, right? And that's the same thing. We got to think about it, right? We don't want to just be making a bunch of stuff that nobody wants. And I think even Miss Donna Maria, I didn't get in on her live last night or yesterday because I think I was driving. I forgot where it was, and I seen that she went live, but I missed what she was the actual live. But she was saying, start making money and stop making things, right? And so that's where I want to come from today. Well, I want to come from that angle today. Is like, when you're looking at what your competitors are doing and what the customers are saying, you're not looking at your competitors so that you can copy them. You're looking at them so that you can gain perspective. You're looking at them so that, it don't have to be this hard. We think that, oh, we got to get it out the mud. We got to figure this out from, we got to decide and make this happen. And we got to do this the right way. And we got to figure out, I got to see what the people are doing, and you're not really paying attention to what the people are doing because you're giving them what you want to give them, right? And so you got to think, how can I give them what I want to give them? And my thoughts and my values about this thing, and how can I show it in my product? Let me see how other companies are doing it, because they laid the foundation. So let me see what they did, and let me see how I'm going to come. Right? That's the same thing I did when I started, right? I came from the world of makeup. I didn't want to do makeup. I wanted to be the opposite of makeup. I wanted to be so far away from makeup. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to make it. I didn't want anything to do with makeup when I left YouTube for makeup and tutorials and all that stuff. I didn't want anything to do with makeup at all. Right? And so I was like, what can I do? That's how I came up with making bath and body products. Right? And so, the whole story is I made something for my son, and then I decided when I was on my way out the door of makeup that I was going to use that as my business, right? And so when I started, I was looking at Lush, right? I was looking at Lush, and I was like, okay, Let me see what they're doing. I don't want to create everything that looks like Lush because I didn't like. I mean, I love that they have the cult following. I love the type of products they created. Some of the packaging I absolutely love. Like the packaging itself, I did love. But when it came to like the soaps and the bath bombs and stuff like that, I was like, not so much. I want to be different. I want to do better. I want to do better. No, I wanted it to be different, right? So how can I make my stuff look different? I didn't like, I like the fact that they had unique bath bombs. I like the fact that they had bath bombs, period. You know what I'm saying? But I knew that I didn't want my bath bombs to look like that, right? And nothing wrong, but that wasn't my aesthetic. That just wasn't where I wanted to go with it. I wanted to have a different direction. So I used what they had. I tweaked it so I could make it my own, but I also had to look and see what the people were thinking about it. Because what if I created a bunch of bath bombs that nobody wanted? They could be cute and everything, but nobody wants these things. So now I'm making these things. I'm wasting money. I'm wasting time, and I don't have an audience to sell this to because nobody wants it, right? So I had to figure out, like, what am I doing? Plus, also, again, I came from a makeup background, so this can relate to a lot of people who come from a different background, and being an entrepreneur is not one of them. But we're not looking at the skills that we have at our jobs that we can bring over into our entrepreneurship, because it does transfer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you looking at what they're doing and you see how they have their system set up. It's the same thing that you can apply to your business, but we're not looking at it like that. So I'm saying this, when I was looking at Lush, that's what I was doing, right? And I was like, okay, so I'm going to fix it up. I'm going to do some things. I'm going to do some things differently. I got to see who wants these things. Like, who are their customers? What type of people want these things, right? Because I came from makeup. So my people stuck around for a little while, but when it was like, okay, we tried everything, Nikki, we want to go back to the makeup world. We're not doing this all the time, but we just wanted to support you. We're going back to where we came from. And that's fine. And we got to be okay with that. Everybody ain't going to stay with you. That's totally fine, right? And so I had to find my people. It was a struggle because, again, I already had a tribe of people that followed me and loved me and wanted, me to succeed in all of these things. But that's not what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't want my bath bombs. They didn't want my bath products. They wanted it from time to time, but they didn't want it all the time, right? So I had to look at Lush and see what they were doing. And I was like, let me read and see what they're doing. And this is before anybody said anything about, try to figure out this thing and that thing. I was like, I just need to see, they was putting up YouTube videos. I need to see what it looks like. I need to see how they made it. I need to see, like, I was really deep, like everyone is saying in R&D. And I was really deep into it, trying to see how I can come up with my own unique perspective. And we need to be doing the same thing. It's not rocket science. If somebody has already been doing it, then see what they're doing and see what worked for them and see what will work for you. How can you put your spin on it? How can you speak about it? How can you speak to a pain point? How can you show up as a solution? Think about all the ways that you can do those things that they're missing out on, or they're not clear enough on. You know what I'm saying? Or they're missing, like, oh, they're not speaking to this particular market. I see they're missing a whole, group of people. I need to speak to those people. How can I get to those people? That is what we're using it for. Again, not to copy, but to give us some kind of a direction so that we can absolutely connect every single time, right? Every single time. Sometimes you looking at your competitors is not all the time you looking at your competitors. It's so that you can simplify the process, so you can simplify your message. Maybe they're not hitting the way it should be hitting. You know what I'm saying? And so this is what we're going to be doing. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about that today. I don't know how far we're going to get to go, but we're going to be talking about that today. So let me check and see what I am missing in the comments. I have a meeting. Hopefully I can make it back in. All right. Sounds like a plan, Big Meech. A part of R&D is buying. Okay, wait, let me put it on the screen. A part of R&D is buying your competitors' products. See how it's packaged, customer service, how quick did it ship, emails while customers are waiting for their products, etc. And you know what else? Thank you so much for that, Melissa, because I want to also add, when people throw that luxury tag on their brand, if you're not seeing what a luxury experience is, from your competitors, because you may just be throwing some things together and put it in a box, right? Some people do that. I know some people who have brands and they're like, well, I don't care about all of that. I just want you to get the product. The product is, the product is cheap. You won't get it the way I give it to you. It's going to come intact, but we're not putting all that extra stuff in there. We're not adding no extra cost with the tissue paper. We're not putting no cards in there. We may put a little, a thank you in there. It depends, right? But everybody's not going to do that. But if you say that you are going to be the luxury brand and you're going to be the Joe Malone, the candles, or you're going to be the next Joe Malone or the next Terry or Harlem Candle Co., if you're going to be the next then buy their stuff and see how their packaging looks. See the quality of their boxes. See how how they put their tissue paper in. See how when I started, I love packaging, right? I love packaging, and I love, because I'm a creative person, so I love to see how I can make something. So, and when I started making candles, and it wasn't something that was really huge for me, right? But it was just something, anytime that I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to go down the rabbit hole, and I'm going to go deep into the rabbit hole. Matter of fact, I'm going to be out of the rabbit hole, under the ground, into climbing up another rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how far I go. And so I was looking up Thompson Ferrier, and I was like, oh my goodness, their packaging is gorgeous. And they just keep getting better and better and better and better. And I was like, their packaging is so amazing. I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I could try that on a budget. I wonder if you need to see what the people are doing so that you could come up and be like, well, I see this is what people love this. Let me do this. Let me do A, B, and C. I see that they're doing X, Y, Z. Let me try A, B, and C. But I'm going to do it I tried that out. I looked at it. I see how it feels. I know the quality. Let me do it, right? Pay attention to how they're speaking to their people. Pay attention to what their audience is saying about things. And that is the way that you're going to be able to have that unique voice. That's the way you're going to be able to speak about the things that they're not speaking about, because they're missing something, or they have something special. And now how can you use it? That's going to benefit you. How can you use that thing that's going to benefit you, right? Let me see what else. See how your experience was and what you want to improve. What you want to do to improve. Yes, yes, and yes. Sheila from VA says, I bought a couple of candles from other makers for that very reason. Research, period. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. All right, Metame says, yes, research and development. Good morning, Martini. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me see. I could be wrong, but if you use the word luxury, it should include the whole experience, not just a pricey candle or a pricey fragrance, or it needs to have a whole experience, exactly like you said, Miss Sheila from VA. If it does not have that experience, if you do not have the experience, you miss it. It could be an amazing candle, and you can have the most expensive vessel and the most expensive labels, but if the rest of the packaging falls flat, then people gonna miss the mark. They didn't get the message. They didn't get the memo that this was a luxury candle, even though the candle itself was luxury, but the experience was trash. That's my word, y'all. I'm using that all the time. The experience was trash. You know what I'm saying? And so you've got to make sure that when you tie that word onto something, that you have to think about, what does that experience mean for me? What does that experience mean to my customers? And how can I show them that this is luxury without overly using the word? I'm so done. I'll use it when I'm doing a demo or something, but I'm so over that word. It's a lot of words that I'm over. I blame ChatGPT. I do. There's a lot of words that I am over, but luxury is one of those words. What is the experience that you want your people to have? What is it? What makes it luxurious? Is it the wax? Because if it's the wax, then let the people know. Show the people that this wax is amazing, right? Because even if your presentation falls flat, at least you gave them some information about what's going on. Even if your presentation is, you have eco-friendly in there, so it could be oh, my nose is, excuse me. It could be eco luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be, we wanted to make sure that you have a luxurious product, but we also wanted to be kind to the environment. So this is why we package in brown craft. And, but when you open up your packaging, believe that you're going to open up the most amazing, unusual candle with the proprietary blended wax, and the fragrance is just going to be otherworldly, and it's going to take you somewhere else. And as soon as you put this candle on your mantle, everybody is going to know that this is what luxury feels like. You know what I'm saying? Like give it a story, right? If you give it a story, then people will understand why you use craft paper. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be able to tell the story, right? What does that mean for you? So again, look and see what the people are missing and see what you could give, right? Kay says, I do a lot of research, period. Sheila from VA says, I'm going for a Victorian vintage vibe and realize it has to include the packaging, label, scents I use, photos, the same background, etc. It definitely does, because if you don't want it to hit the mark on one thing and miss everything else, because it's got to be. The one thing about a brand is you have to make sure that every chance that you get, you bring elements into it so that it's consistent no matter where you see it. So your post one day can be Victorian, and the next day your post is futuristic, and the next day your post is in the cosmos, and the next your post, like, they don't get it. There's no continuity there. There's nothing consistent about your brand. There's no common thread that ties it all together. So you want to make sure that everything that you do ties it all together. That's a good point too, Miss Sheila from VA, because that's what I'm going to be teaching you in class, right? Is you want to have that common element. And so AI is something, well, I want to go into the AI part. You could tell AI, hey, I'm looking at my competitor is blah, 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 blah. Their customers are saying that they're lacking da, 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 da. How can I create content that addresses what their customers are looking for so that I can show up as an expert in the field, or the right option? Like, how can I show up as the absolute option, right? How can I be an uncloned brand? That's Audra. I love her. So how can you be that, right? How can I show up as that? And you can put that right in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is going to help you. Now, how many of y'all feel apprehensive and do not want to use ChatGPT or any AI? Listen, y'all know I went down that rabbit hole. How many of y'all are flying? Y'all ain't got a problem flying. You ain't got a problem using Siri. You don't have a problem using GPS. You don't have a problem with those Apple Watches y'all got on y'all wrist, your Fitbits, your rings. Y'all ain't got a problem with all of that. Listen, if you're already using it, you don't have a problem using AI for Google. Why don't you use it where you can be more efficient? Why don't you use it? I was listening to this lady yesterday, and she was talking about AI, and it was like, well, do you think it's going to be damaging for the future? And do you think it's going to take over the world? And da da da. And she was like, well, I'm gonna tell you what I'm using it for. I'm using it so that I can get more accomplished in my day. I'm using it so I can create more ideas, so I could get content out faster, because we are in a world where everything is fast, right? You don't have 2 weeks to create content. 2 weeks, the wave is over. 2 weeks, the message is gone. 2 weeks, they on to something else. People's attention span is short, okay? And if it was short before, it is quicker than a snap right now. Right? So how can you get in front of your audience? How can you get in front of your people? How can you get the message out? You got to produce more. And in order to produce more, you don't have time to be sitting there. Even Erin on Demand was saying the same thing. You don't have time to be sitting there racking your brain for 2 weeks trying to figure out some content for the week. And now you need another 2 weeks to do the same thing. You got AI that's going to give you that information back to you in like a second. Minutes. You know what I'm saying? You can plug and play. You can say where you're struggling at, and you can get that information. That's exactly what it does for you. Use it so that you can be more efficient. Use it so you can pump out more content so that you can be in front of your audience. One of the girls on TikTok is saying, well, there was a girl, I look at a lot of people, right? So I know I'm all over the place, so just follow me. One of the girls said on TikTok that there was a girl who produced 25 pieces of content every day on TikTok. The reason why she put out 25 pieces of content every day on TikTok is because every time you put out content, TikTok is going to push it to 300 new people, right? So if it pushes it to 300 new people every time you post it, she posted 25 times, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gets in front of that many people. However many followers she get from it, it depends, right? But at least she's putting out the content, and you have to be in front of your audience enough for them to see it. Again, your people are going to be on social media different times of the day, and just because you posted something in the morning don't mean that they're going to see it in the evening because they follow you. They may have missed it, but if you're continuously posting, then you have a chance that your content is going to land in front of your audience, and they'll start following, or they'll start engaging, or they'll start purchasing, right? And so if you're producing content once a month, once every 2 weeks, once a week, if you're producing content like that, first of all, you're not consistent enough for your people to even pay attention to you in the algorithm, not even in the algorithm. You don't have enough attention on you for them to be like, well, let me go check and see what they're doing. They're not doing that. And I need us all to understand that. Our people who are following us is not checking on us to see what we posted today. You may have a handful that do that. Everybody's not checking on you to see what you posted today. And in order for you to get in there, get involved, get into it, you got to produce content. And you could use AI to help you create a content calendar. I need to produce 3 pieces of content. Let's say you don't want to produce 25 pieces of content. That's a bit excessive. I don't know who could do that, right? I'm not even going to say I don't know who could do it. If you focus, you could do it. But especially if you batch it and you schedule it out, of course you can do it. But I'm saying that to say, like, you have to be in what's the word I'm looking for? You have to be intentional about what you're going to produce and the results that you want, right? You're not going to get those results. If your goal is to have more sales, and you don't have to be camped out on social media, right? Social media is another thing. It's a tool, right? This is another way to drive people to your website. It's another way to drive people to your website to make a purchase. That's what you want. Another way for people to sign up for your email, sign up for your thing, sign up for your freebie, sign up for your challenge. That is what we're using it for. We're using it as a tool to get the sale. If you're not using it as a tool, then what are you doing? If you're not using it to connect with your audience, what are you doing? This is a free way for you to get in front of your audience. This is free right now. So since it's free, then you need to be producing as much as you can, because we don't know what's about to happen. And I don't mean just about in the world, period. I'm just talking about social media. We don't know if one day they're going to say, all right, for you to be on Instagram has a subscription. You got to pay $4.99 a month now to be on Instagram. And you only get around 10,000 people or whatever. And if you want more, you want to be in front of more people, you're going to have to pay more. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're already doing that with the ads. They're already saying you can't do this, and they're not going to show this if you don't buy an ad and stuff like that. They're already doing that because they're trying to figure out how they can monetize off of it. And we need to see that this is a free tool, and we need to take advantage of it while we got it, right? So let me check and see what we got in the comments. All right, let me see. Miss Kim says, I don't use the word luxury. I am an elegant brand. And you are, Miss Kim. Elegance speaks to the feelings. My candles evoke simplicity, grace, and refinement. I love that. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, prompt Nikki. Hey, listen. We're about to get it with this prompt like Nikki. Matter of fact, every time I show my computer, every time I show my screen, I want to say, I always am on here for 2 hours or definitely an hour and a half. Maybe I'll start tomorrow on my computer screen. Listen, my new business partner is ChatGPT and is. I saw that. I'm like, I do have 25 videos of pictures for this challenge. Listen, 25 a day. She did 25 a day. So I would think, okay, this is my thoughts, right? If you have, because I didn't try it, and I'm not going to say something I tried that I didn't do this, right? But if you have, you know how they have that auto cut, and you have a photo, let it auto cut the photo, I'm thinking, and then add a hook on it, right? Add a hook on it. You won't believe how I did this in a minute, or whatever. I don't know, but There's hooks that you could use that make people gravitate towards the video. And then you could use your engagement and look, and I always tell y'all, look at the analytics and see what they use to follow you, what words they typed in, what were the keywords, where did they drop off at, those type of things. If they watch the video, if you had a 5-second video and they only watch 3 seconds of it, then do a 3-second video. You know what I'm saying? Because then that must be what they want. They must want to see a 3-second video, right? This is all information that you could use. We think we don't need to because we're gonna figure it out on our own. It's enough. We did that already. You got the award, the T-shirt, the hat, you got all of the things, the keychain. You got it. All right. You did it by yourself. You got it out the mud. All of those things. Now let's push that to the side. Now let's do it better. Let's be more efficient. Let's figure out a smarter way to get more out so we can get in front of more people. Yes? Let me see. Yes, Miss Kim, your brand gives elegant. Love it. It sure does. It does. Chat GPT gave me my entire relaunch, including a relaunch teaser for social media. Y'all better thank a union member. Okay, said, hey Betty Rose, how are you? Elegant is the perfect description for your brand, Miss Kim. And elegance, Miss Kim is elegant. Miss Kim is all of the elegance. I don't care if she's dressed down. I don't care if she's dressed up. Miss Kim is elegant all the time. She gives what she is saying, right? She gives that. And so let's get into it. So I'm thinking if I'm going to share my screen, maybe I'll do one. But somebody tell me in the comments, who's your competitor? Who's your current competitor right now? Based off of what you both have to sell the same products. Who's your competitor? Put it in the chat. 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 Who's your competitor? Put it in the chat. And I will, I don't know if I'll share my screen. I'll speak it. Maybe we'll see. We'll see when we get there because I have like 15 minutes left. And I got to do my makeup. I got to make products. Today is a product making day. Who is your competitor? Let me know in the chat. Forever Mood. Forever Mood is your competitor. Let's go to Forever Mood. All right. Let me share my screen. LAFCO NY. Only one I've looked at is Urban Eden. Got you. All right, so I want to know. I'm gonna get into I'll do Forever Mood. Put ones in the chat if you're looking at your competitors and seeing what people are saying. Put ones in the chat if you're looking at it, and you can say, and I mean looking at it consistently. I don't mean one like you looked at it when I spoke about it before. I'm talking about you're looking at your competitors all the time. I'm a cross between Sassy Jones and Fancy Homebodies. Okay. All right. So we got some ones in the chat. Good. All right. So let me share my screen. Well, let me find a, okay. So we make candles. So we're going to go to the candles. And let's go to let me see if there's reviews. There's reviews. Let me see how to use, where the reviews at? Oh, there it goes. Let me see, because I think this isn't right, because it's 5 reviews there and they're all 5-star. Let me go to something that doesn't have 5 stars. My stomach is growling, y'all. Let me see, and then I'll pull it up for y'all. It would probably be better if I looked at it on Instagram, because this is crazy. Let me see. Let me go to Instagram. Because you can't be at a place where they're deleting comments. And I'm not saying that they are, I'm just saying. Because we're trying to see what the people are saying. 14 comments. This is weird to me. Okay, let's go to this one. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, this is not correct. I know this is not correct. Sorry, y'all. Let me go to another one. Let's look at LabCo. And I'm not saying a thing. I just know there are things that I've heard and I don't see any of it. Otherland, PF Kanzu Nest. I love Sassy Jones. Me too. I can't wait to design my own pieces. Let me see. I will be a customer. K. All right, here we go. Cause that's insane. Ain't no way. Listen, I just keep my comment to myself. I keep my comment to myself. All right, so in lab code, we're gonna. This is a page. Oh, this is somebody's thing. Okay. Can y'all see my screen? Let me move me off. I gotta move me off this screen. Okay, here we go. What the crap? I can't move me off the screen. Okay, here we go. I told y'all they made this thing so super small. Can y'all see my screen? Put 1. Yes? All right. So let's see what the people are saying. I've never seen these before. What is this? You know that I'm always looking. I'm on a person's page. That's not what I meant to be on. All right. So these are their limited edition. I'm trying to go to something that has a lot of comments. These are options. Look, maybe I'm going to do it tomorrow. Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it tomorrow because I got to wrap it up. Let's see. Unwind after work with the vibrant notes of fig, peach, and bergamot that whisk you away to a Tuscan villa. Now 30% off for a limited amount of time. A limited time. These are the after work vibes I want. Boom. Content. You looking for the perfect after work candle? Okay. I'm going to do this real quick. We good? All right. I'm not saying that it happens and I'm not saying that it doesn't. Listen. I'm saying it because I know. All right. So we see the comments, right? So LabCo, somebody said these are the perfect work vibes I want. So now we can speak to the people who are looking for that after work candle, right? We can talk to the people that need something to wind down because they had a stressful day. Now we can produce content like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get home and burn this candle because honey, the day that I had, this day was dan. You know what I'm saying? So now you have some substance to create that content, right? Because you know that there are people looking for that. You could even put that in they say hashtags are dead, so maybe we'll find some keywords that we can use. And we could take this comment, plug it into Chat GPT, which we could do tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll do a day of that, right? Take this comment, put it into Chat GPT, and ask Chat GPT to give me 5 pieces of content based off of this particular comment. Plus, I need the keywords that is going to have this found in the search engines or in front of my target audience, who is A, B, and C, whatever your target audience is. Give me the wording that I should say for this particular thing. And also give me some content ideas of what it should look like. Boom. It gives you the way that you want the commercial to look or the ad to look or whatever it is that you are going to produce. It gives you that. If you wanted to make it an educational thing and you wanted to make a carousel, it can give you that. If you wanted to have the exact wording on what to put in the description using the keywords, it could give you that. If you're going to use the hashtags, which I say still use, if they did, then they won't work, but it won't hurt. So I'm going to put those in there too. And it'll give you the idea. Now you're not stuck. Now you don't know, well, I know I want to talk to the people after work, but now I don't know what to say. No, now you got everything you need to say. Y'all with me? Tell me if that resonates with you. Let me know if that works for you. Let me see. I just went to ChatGPT and asked for 3 companies that compare to my brand. Listen, let me know if that was helpful to you, right? Somebody can't wait for this to be they can't wait to use this candle after they get off of work. One company I admire is Fenty Beauty. Her look is sleek. I'm moving towards that look. What? I got you. Sleek and sexy. Let's get it. All right. So somebody else is saying sounds like the perfect way to wind down. So it seems like people are enjoying an after work candle, right? What I need after work. I need to be taken away. Hey, content, right? Take me away. That's what they want. Let me give them that, right? Let's see something else. I need to see something with more comments. I'm pretty sure that's probably a jar. All right, so this one says, help us develop our exclusive spring 26 candle. Well, we got a bird's eye view to what the people are saying because we're going to use their people as our focus group, right? And then we're going to use these comments and then we're going to ask our people if they want these things. Yes? Okay, so this one says, wait. If it's a video, oh no, it's not a video. Okay, so these are the glass options. Let us know your favorite down below. So this is about the glass options. So if you want to look at that for glass options, we're not doing glass options. I want to see more so like the scents and stuff. Christmas is coming in July. Drop a VIP below. Let's see. They love green jars, so we can see. Okay, color jars may be working. Y'all might be like, Nikki, why you ain't cook on all the other stuff? Listen, crisp notes of purple basil, thyme, and celery blend. Ooh, that's a unique combination. Crisp notes of purple basil, thyme, and celery blend for an invigorating fragrance. Receive our celery and thyme candle complimentary with $170. Okay, y'all see that. Using the code dinner party. So somebody says this type of scent, dreamy, and puts me in a lovely mood. Absolutely need this candle. In my head, I'm creating that beautiful smell. So that means if somebody said, in my head, I'm creating that beautiful smell, put that into ChatGPT and say, how can I visually show what my candle smells like? How can I make them smell with their eyes? What can I do that's going to make this connect with my audience? I'm inspired by LaughCo, and people were inspired by this candle. I don't have that particular scent. I have this scent, but how can I make it a scent story that they can smell by looking at it, and they want this candle immediately? That's something that you can put into ChatGPT. Listen, when I be throwing out these little random chat prompts, make sure you pause or put a timestamp on the time that I said it, because I will not remember the prompt that I gave you. I definitely will not remember the prompt I gave you. Are we good? Y'all still with me? Let me know in the chat. We still good? Let me keep on going for a little bit longer. Even the packaging is elegant. Okay, so there, we love the packaging. So clean. I love clean scents. Here we go. I have a unique, clean scented blah, blah, blah candle. This is what I want. This is the impact that I wanted to have. And these are the people that I want to speak to. Hey, chat, give me some content ideas that I could use to create something around my white tea and ginger candle, right? It's a clean, refreshing scent that you know, do some research. If you got ChatGPT 4, you can say, I want you to search the internet. I want you to research LaughCo and see why people are loving this particular product or this particular brand, or this, you know, you can do all of that, right? Use it to get the results that you need. You don't have to sit there doing deep dives forever. Ask ChatGPT to do it, and then you can go and back and fact check and see if it's right, right? Sounds fabulous. Purchase this. Cute. I bet this smells absolutely amazing. This scent. Need this candle in my life. Sounds dreamy. Sounds yummy. This is dreamy. Maybe you may want to come up with a scent similar, or come up with something earthy or something like that, because you see all of the comments there. Every room is unique. Make each one its own with distinct scents from our house and home collection. Everybody's candles belong where? Somewhere, right? And so use this. Somebody says, I love this candle. I love this candle company, Big Sky and the Music Room Candle. I love the ones named after all of the rooms in the house. Always good to burn a candle to unwind from a hard day. Here we go again about the after work candle. So clearly it's a thing. One in each room. So listen, if your customer needs a candle in each room, why not let that candle be your candle? Hello. Such a beautiful video. Love how the candles fit into decor. So if that's the case, if this is what we doing, then let me give you some decor. Make sure you get my class, because I'm going to definitely show you. All right, but get your candle in the places and the spaces that they're going to put them in, and they like to see this. So if they like to see this, create more content with your candle in the space. Hello. Let me know if this is resonating. Let me know if this is resonating. I have to watch this replay because I'm driving and I can't take notes. So sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Make sure you skip past a certain part in the beginning because it was just darkness. All right, so one for every corner of the house. Listen, people trying to buy all of the candles, okay? The most beautiful candles. I don't know why it's beautiful. It's the simple, but it's beautiful to them. Simplicity. Remember, don't overdo. I need some candles. These rooms look stunning, wonderful, such a beautiful video. Can't wait to try these. Such a beautiful video. So if this is what they like, this kind of video aesthetic, then create these aesthetics. Love this vibe. All right, so did I stop sharing? Let me put me up on the screen. So listen, how easy was that? It didn't take much. You didn't have to sit there and compare notes and go down this and go to this website and look at this and let me go. You didn't have to do all of that. All you had to do was look and see what the comments were. And they were just simple comments. Oh, I need this in every room. Oh, this is the perfect word candle. Oh, I love this in this space. I love how you named them after the rooms. If that's what people are saying about it, use what they're saying, carry it into ChatGPT and ask, how can you show up with your brand for who your audience is and what you need to say, right? Boom, bam, bit. Stop overthinking things. We can make this simplified and easy if we just open up our eyes and open up our minds and stop saying things got to be so hard. It does not have to be so hard. There's enough things that are hard. Let these things right here be easy, right? Who is this? I had a call. That was LAFCO, LAFCO, candle brand. I Googled Victorian vintage themed candle companies on the East Coast so I can see what they're doing. Period. Chad did a whole matrix with my competitors. Listen, do the work. Do the work. Is going to make it easy. We can't create content because we stuck because we don't know what to create. Why? Because we don't know what the people want. Well, if we're looking at somebody else's comments, we can see what the people want. Get the people what they want. We can see what they're lacking so we can improve it. We can see where they're missing the mark so we can hit it. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it, y'all. Let's do it tomorrow. We will do tomorrow. If y'all have some companies, I would say DM me. Matter of fact, go to the community on Facebook. I'm going to post up there what companies are your competitors, and I just want y'all to put it in the community, right? As soon as I get over here, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Matter of fact, let me do it now because y'all know I will forget. So I'm going to put that there, and I want y'all to go there and respond, and I will use those as examples for tomorrow's show. I know we usually do a Fun Day Friday, but we're going to do that. Let me see. Go to my community and create a post. And I want you to comment This is to everybody. Comment your current competitor in BUS business. Comment your current competitors in business below. That's it. Drop it below. And I posted it. Y'all go on ahead and respond. Let me see if there's a link. No, there's not a link. I think you should be able to catch it from here. If you can't, no. Okay, we iced it. We iced it because I had way more than I thought to do for the class. If you have not, and then speaking on the class, if you have not gotten your seat to my convert and my catch and convert class, it's a 3-day intensive that's taking place July 28th to the 30th. If you have not yet got your seat, it's time for you to get your seat. Again, I'm going to show you how to use AI to create content that is going to connect to your audience. As you've seen, you saw what was going on in the comments of LAFCO. So you seen the comments that was going on in there. So now we can create a whole aesthetic. We can create a whole vibe. We can create whole situations for your candle to be in those places and spaces so that you can show up that way, so that you can stop just posting anything on social media. So I'm definitely going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to create your target audience. I'm showing you how to make the vision, the visuals, and make them move. So if you don't have your seat, make sure that you grab your seat. I checked. I think I have less than 10. I got to check because I looked last night and I sent out emails. Also, if you have confirmed and you have your seat, I sent out an email. So please check your emails. There's an email with your welcome pack, and then it takes you to all of your links and all of the things that you need to do before you get into class. There is prep work that has to take place. So please, and thank you, make sure you do the work before you get there, because if you don't, you're going to slow yourself down. Okay, so make sure that you get the work done beforehand. What else? Well, I want to say thank you so much for rocking with me. I hope the math is mathing, and make sure that y'all hit the like button. I should have said that earlier, but hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. If you're not yet subscribed, I'm going to need y'all to subscribe. Go on ahead and subscribe. Hit the notifications bell so that you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. And follow me on all social media. I am Bubble Babes. That's BABEZ University everywhere. And that is it. That is all, y'all. I will see you all tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much, Big Meech. Talk to you later. Bye.